Well, good morning everyone. The weather has conspired against me and we're mowing in the morning instead of the afternoon, so enjoy the different shade patterns and let's take a look at the lawn. So I did get a comment regarding why I was after a verticutter, and it's simply for this reason. If you look here, I've got a lot of runners and they do actually come up over the surface. So when they do that, like they are trying to go back down, but the issue is that, you know, it looks unsightly sticking above the grass, so a verticutter would actually cut all of that. So that's why I want it, is to try and minimize this kind of thing. G'day and welcome to another video from Dave V Lawn. There has been a lot of rain about, and that has made getting the right time to mow almost impossible. And combined with a change to the usual routine, then you'll understand how I forgot to turn a camera on for the shoot today. Bit of a rookie move, but can't change it now, we're just gonna have to move on. The cut today is at 45 degrees, and compared to last week's mow, the overall results, in my opinion, are a lot nicer and much more even. The downside though of mowing at this time of day is that the dew tends to clump grass together rather than allowing the grass to fly away in the breeze. Top section of lawn is still recovering, and I'm very much surprised by how long it is taking. We've had good rain and the temps are not terrible, usually in the mid to high 20s every day, so really, it shouldn't be slowing down all that much. Maybe it's because we have had so many wet days recently and it has been more overcast than the normal bright and sunny Queensland skies I'm used to. I do like the diamond pattern and the persistent horizontal stripes. After I did the height reset a few months ago, I wasn't certain that the horizontal stripes were going to stick around, but this never gets old and I love the look. If you're new to these videos, here is all the details. I live in the northern suburbs of Brisbane, Australia. It is currently autumn here, with average daily temperatures around 27 degrees Celsius. Minimums are around 18 degrees Celsius. Right now in Queensland, we have perfect weather, and the reason why so many Australians love to live in this state. My plans for the lawn is to mow all winter long and start Project Green 2.0 in May. Project Green started 2 years ago. My son was turning 21 and we had a family event in the middle of winter. I took it up upon myself to see if I could keep the grass green. I succeeded, and the profile pic and banner image is actually of that first winter grass. I'm going to do the same thing this year, with the only addition of having some lawn stripes in there as well. Now that you're all caught up on the backyard, I'll keep on going with the mow and see you back with the front yard. Out the front, the same 45-degree pattern is going to be run today, and also enjoy the posty rut stamp down jig. I'm sure you all have noticed that the sloped corner is growing in, the corner between the two fences. This was all bare all summer long. I've done nothing here except it gets watered like the rest of the front yard and grass food with the rest of the yard. I wasn't really expecting that area to creep in as much as it has. It really has been barren for years. Good job, Cooch. Keep doing your thing. The morning sun is also changing the way the sun reflects off the grass, so you'll notice I mow a section and then I may need to repeat a few of the lines. That's all because I'm finding it difficult to see what I have cut, and I'm leaving a thin line of grass when I get it wrong. So I'm just going back over it to correct and trim that bit. This side section is also showing a bit more yellow than I was expecting. It cut very nicely last week with the vertical lines, but this week on the angle it is scalping. The mower is at the same cut height, 23mm, and the rake attachment is unchanged. I always find it frustrating when this kind of thing happens, but in the end it's only grass and it'll grow back. The rotary scissors are really good at getting into tight corners and acting like an edger. It definitely cuts a wider path than the Ryobi edger, so I don't edge that curve near the front door very often, as it takes a bit longer to need edging again. The sprigging zone is still plodding along. Hopefully we'll get some grass well established in that area, and come springtime, my hope is that there will actually be something there to spring back to life. The mow on this section starts out well enough, but as it goes on, I am noticing more and more light scalping and even some heavier scalping when we get to the far side of the lawn. I'm beginning to think that the eyelet blade may be out of alignment. I'll need to do a check on that afterwards and we'll let you know what I find. It just seems a bit too much to think that changing the direction would cause this kind of scalping. Well, that is another week on the lawn and another video completed. I'm not running the irrigation today as there has just been so much rain around. So I'm wrapping up this video with the blower and tidying the paths. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. See you next time. Hooroo!